Patrice, fresh off the radio and back on the campaign trail. Of course, Buddy Cianci has traveled this path before, trying to return to office following resignation as a felon. Of course, he did it successfully once before after an assault plea. Now he's trying to do it again, hoping voters will shrug off his conviction 12 years ago on a corruption charge. Deja vu again. Buddy Cianci holds court on Federal Hill as a candidate, looking for his third go-round as mayor of Providence.
I'm glad for him in the city.
Longtime Cianci supporter Joe the Barber Musciano dusted off his old campaign buttons, a reminder of the past, good times and not. Do you think people are going to have a problem that he's a felon?
No. That's old. That's stupid.
Some things haven't changed. Cianci was late to the event. He was an attraction, and he used his old lines when talking about the city he took over decades ago.
You could take a bowling ball and throw it down Westminster Street, you wouldn't hit a soul.
But the changes since he left office were obvious too, like selfies. You were first elected 40 years ago. How do you make the argument to people that you're still the man for the job that you were in 1974 and 1990?
Take a look around the city. Number one, I may be older, but my lust for this city has not diminished at all.
It's the way that he got things done. That's just not the way things are done across the country now.
NBC 10 political analyst Wendy Schiller.
You can't be a blast from the past and win this mayor's race. He's got to establish himself as a modern, new candidate for a new Providence.
I think that the issues are a lot different from when I was mayor. But in some ways they're the same. I think the city needs some reinvigoration.
While Cianci is quick to tout his work years ago turning the city around, another part of his past is hard to ignore too. But also on your record, obviously, is that you resigned twice as a felon. How do you convince people that you can be trusted?
That's up to them. I am the most vetted person running for office probably in America. What you see is what you get.
What is that, 2 strikes?
Well, you get 3, don't you, before you're out?
Should people be willing to give you a third strike?
I don't think so. I'm older, wiser, learned a lot.
And Cianci said something similar 24 years ago on his last triumphant return here to City Hall, saying he had learned his lesson. More on his past coming up in just a minute as our coverage continues. I'm Brian Crandall, NBC 10 News Night Team, live in Providence.